It's the crafty Nana in her arts and crafts studio.
Good afternoon or good morning. I think it's just still morning. Crafty Nana here, and I'm carrying on working on my book. I've been doing a little bit here and there where I can. I haven't been filming a lot because it's been too dark and dreary. So I'm moving on with my book binding, making it up as I go along. So I've used some scrim tape. This is what you use when you're jointing plasterboard. But I thought this might be absolutely what I need for giving that extra strength and reinforcement for the ends on the spine. So I'm just working out whether my clamps are big enough, and they are, thank goodness. So I'm going to glue this. I might do it right the way down the spine, I might do sections all the way down, and then I'm going to put the fabric or the paper over depending on what I decide in the end. But yes, it is moving on, it is happening. Whoa. So I have put copious amounts of PVA glue onto the spine of my book. Just regular white glue, school glue. And I've pressed it into the strings, although it doesn't seem to be, I think maybe I've got to wait for it to get a little bit tackier before I can actually get it to sort of squish down into those strings. It's sort of sitting a little bit prouder than I had hoped, but as I said, I think when it gets a little bit tackier, I should be able to squish that down a little harder. But I need it to get a little bit tacky first. I put a couple of clamps on. I'm probably going to put a couple more on, just at the ends as well, just to keep it all in position. Then once this has got to a certain level, I'll then work out how I'm going to tuck the ends and what I'm doing at the sides before going on to do the decoupage section. Nothing is ever as easy or as simple as you think it's going to be. You've just got to do the best you can. Whilst I'm waiting for some of my gluing projects to dry, my book spine and a little project, that side project that I just, whilst I had the glue out, was doing. That's the trouble with crafts. Everything's, if you've got something out, you get everything done that you need that glue for. So, but I wanted to show you some of the things I've been doing at my desk whilst in between, waiting for things to dry and things to fix. So you've seen these two necklaces that I made for myself so that I had the double chunkies. So I made a little pair of earrings to go with them because I'm always complaining I didn't have the matching earrings. So I'm going to come in a little bit closer there for you. Same beads, obviously because they're my beads and I've got them, I've got plenty of them, so I can make them to match. So that's the first one. The second one, these little silver hearts came in one of the bags from Jalan, Japan. And so I made a necklace, and I also find that I very rarely have navy blue beads or blue beads to go with my blue outfits, the darker blue. So I made a little necklace to go with the earrings. And I had a big pewter chunky heart brooch. So I just attached the brooch onto the necklace, moderately in the middle. And I have worn it like that, and I really like it with the little earrings. Ooh! Not like that. You don't attach it like that. You attach it properly. So, thank you very much, dear. Falling off, making me look like a fool. Let's get this off. I really hate these old-fashioned fastenings for the brooches because they are so fiddly when your eyesight's starting to not be so good. So yes, I like that. Cute. That's another one. Then I wore these the other day and realised I didn't have any earrings that matched them either. Big chunky necklace. So again, I had beads still, so I made a little pair of earrings that now go with. make life easy for myself, rather than trying to guess what I'm going to do. Now, I thought that a lucite necklace would be really, really useful because it would go with all the colours that nothing else went with. And I had some crazy earrings that I'd made out of these cubes, which I think originally were like Christmas decorations. So I decided to make the lucite beads into a necklace instead of crazy earrings. And then I made some little earrings to go with it. All things that I had around, just repurposed them to be a set. And I think that those will be very useful with the things that just, you don't have a colour that it goes with, where lucite goes with everything because it's got no colour. So those I think are quite fun, and I think they will definitely get used. Every time I wear this fantastic statement necklace, I have the same situation. I don't have earrings that match it. So I got out a felt pen and I coloured a pair of plain stones so that I can wear it with them. I then gave it a little quick coat of clear lacquer so that the pen would stay on, and I'm quite pleased with those work really well. So yeah, that's now much more wearable with its bright pinky orange earrings, because those were difficult colours. Now this one, I just wanted to add one more of the iridescent beads above here, so I'm going to do that today. I'm going to just quickly stick, seeing as I have these ones that I got from Jalan Japan, I'm going to quickly pop one of those in. So that's going to get done today. Also, whilst I was at Jalan Japan last time, I found this little necklace, and it was only 3 ringgit, and it even came with another chain as well. Look here, there's another chain as well. 3 ringgit. Because one of the flowers literally had all its stones missing. So what I've done is I've taken a petal from each of them that's in the pale soft lilac and moved it round, so each flower has one bright petal on it and then all the soft petals. And all I did was I found some stickers that I had in the children's sticker box, and there's always a children's sticker box. Oh, I've gone and moved it, haven't I? Oh, there it is. And I just took these stickers off and glued them into position. So that's the last one. I'm going to glue that one onto there. And then that necklace will be back to usable. But I think it would look nicer if I put a pearl bead in between each piece and at each end. I think it will make the come around further around my neck, because I'm a big girl. I think, you know, it would just look better. So that's also going to be done. So I'll get on, I'll do that, and then I'll show you those ones finished. What else? Oh yes, I elongated the necklace that I found in Miri, ready for when I'm going to do a whole ethnic one with some really funky stuff. So I made this longer, added in lots of beads, but I also made a pair of earrings to match so that I can have them all ready to go. I think it turned out really well. I really like it. It's got pizzazz. I added a bit of bone in there as well, and some chakra beads and bone in the earrings too. Cool. So those are ready for when that outfit's done and dusted. And there was one more necklace that I got from Jalan Japan recently. So this was a 6 ringgit necklace. I don't love it, but I think I see possibilities. I've got quite a few like brass backing plates like this, and I thought I'd put one bigger one and then have the little ones hanging off the bottom and maybe a drop as well, and then have something interesting on that. So that's another project that goes into my project box of things I'm going to make. I'm always making something, always mending something, not always jewellery, sometimes funny crazy things. Like I found this headless wasp and I had to make him a head. And he also had 2 wings missing, so he had these darker wings. And my daughter helped me make a mould, and then she cast me some resin wings, and so now he's complete. I just love the fact that he's all movable and bendable and does all sorts of things, but I had to make him a head. I just thought he was so glamorous that he needed a head, so I made the head. She helped me with the wings, and then I coloured them. But yeah, quite happy with him. I'm always doing crazy stuff like that. Now I'm going to get on and do this jewellery, and then I'll come take some photographs and I'll put them on when it's all finished, so you get to see them. And as soon as this glue is set on the spine of my book, I will get on with my book and start the decoupage. I have realised I'm going to have to cover the whole of the cover because it is really ragged around the edges, but that's not a problem. We're sort of going to be doing something with it anyway. We knew we would, so that's that. And this is just so that some of them sort of bigger pieces of jewellery, I can show it to you much more easily. So I just thought I'd give this another coat, and then when I want to display things, it's a little bit easier to show them off. But because I'm literally waiting for layers and layers of glue to dry, it takes time. But I'm quite pleased with how it's coming along, and I've had some ideas. Originally I wanted to try and save the writing, but I realised that's just not possible. I do want to save the picture on it. Now I have a mould, a silicone mould, and I've just been pushing ordinary air dry clay into the mould, and then I've just coloured it with some acrylic paint. There's another one I've just done. Ooh, that one's not quite dry yet. I'll let that one dry. And then I want to build a frame around this, and then I've done it in a sort of copper distress, and then I'm going to rust it a little bit as well, so it sort of just looks old and rusty. I've made some roses and some leaves, and I think I'm going to have these in amongst the flowers. And I think it's going to look really cute. I made some leaves as well. Again, it's just literally pushing the clay into, I had had some success before with quite small ones, so I sort of was quite happy to have a go. So literally you've got to leave it a couple of days just to get really nice and firm, because obviously it's harder for it to dry inside, but afterwards then you can paint them and do whatever you like with, and ever so easy to get the clay into. It just literally pushes straight in. So I'm really pleased with this project. I think it's coming along really, 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 really nicely. And I just keep doing other things in between whilst I'm waiting for stuff to dry. Like these, I won't be able to take this one out now until tomorrow. So, but let's just get another one in so you can see how simple it is. I really do give it a good push though, because what you don't want is any air bubbles or any bits that haven't taken the pattern. Now, I put a little bit extra because it shrinks. So we can afford to have just a little bit extra. There's another dry one there. Just pops out so easily. And then I will paint these up and I will use them. And as I said, I'm going to distress them down. I've seen it done with coffee and acrylic. Coffee might not be very good on a kid's book, but we'll work it out and make it happen. Let that one dry a little bit from the front. Yes, so I'm very pleased with the book. The book is happening. Yesterday I was fiddling around and I made a little earring stand with a broken one and a button, 2 beads and a bumblebee off a flip-flop. The other bumblebee is on my bee shrine. So I'm just going to paint that up and make it all match. And it'd be a useful thing just to hang a couple of pairs of earrings on. Just silliness, just broken things that I'm fixing. Give you can see it hasn't been painted at all yet, and it's absolutely crappy at the back, but once it's all gold you won't even notice. And I'm going to give you a little close-up now. This is the necklace that I bought for 3 ringgit at Jalan Jalan. It was missing 3 stones on one of the pieces, so I mixed it up so that it had 1 odd stone on each one, so it just looked like it was a sparkle and it was meant to be. added the pearls in. I think it's really pretty. It worked better with these earrings when I tried both pairs that I thought about, and I think I'm really pleased with that. 3 ringgit. It's what? Is it 50 pence? 60 pence maybe? 50 pence. Cheap, 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 cheap. Anyway, so quite a lot in this video. I will be back with more as I get this finished. And I will keep coming back to you on Wednesdays with arts and crafts. I might have one gap this month because I am going away to Thailand, but you know, we'll do our best. We'll do our best. Got loads of projects I'm working on. I'm going to be making some samples for the children for Valentine's. I might do some very cute little puffy hearts. We'll see what I come up with, but I'll take photographs as I go along and show you. There'll be excellent ones for children. I've had a couple of people that have asked for children's crafts, so why not? Why not indeed? So that's it for the Crafty Nana for now. I'll come back to you later.
If you enjoyed this, please like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Bye for now.